In order to create more privacy on our side yard, we built this fence trellis very simply, inexpensively, and planted 3 different vines on it. We'll tell you all about the process in this video. I'm John Valentino, president of John & Bob's. This is Chip Valentino. He's my vice president in charge of screening, and he's doing an excellent job. You know, when I'm using my pizza oven, I don't want to be able to look across and see my neighbors or have her look and see what kind of pizza I'm making. So we got these either cattle panels or goat panels. They seem to be going by a number of different names. They're really sturdy welded wire, so it has some strength on its own. And they're 16 feet long, they're 5 feet high. This is not a product that we have found at Home Depot or Lowe's. They have similar products, but they're much smaller and not as sturdy and not as heavy a gauge. We bought it at a local farm supply store called Fresno Grape Steaks. That's the kind of store, which Tractor Supply is, that seems to have this heavier version. As you can see, it's perfectly made for all the vines to grow around and wrap themselves inside and out. What makes this pretty affordable and easy to install is if you have some kind of wall already, and it doesn't even need to be very tall, as you can see what we did here. If we had no wall, we would need to build a steel framework, which is fairly expensive and fairly involved. And if it was taller, it would work too, but then it would essentially be just to cover a wall. In this case, the wall was painted dragon's breath, which is a Benjamin Moore color, so that we didn't draw a lot of attention to this welded wire. We painted it dragon's breath too. So you can see how we anchored these panels just with the simple eye hooks into the existing wall. The idea being we'll let the strength of these cattle panels be valuable to us in that they can stand on its own even if we anchor them at a lower spot. And then we'll plant some vines that are strong growing and that can give us a screen so I can make my pizza without people watching me. Here, because of the amount of shade, I use clematis, and then as we get into some areas with a little more light and sun, I use 2 different varieties of honeysuckle just for some variety and texture and blooming. One is Hall's honeysuckle, and the other is a cultivar called Sensation. Honeysuckle are really strong growing vines that some people try to stay away from because they can be invasive. I think I've got a spot here where that's not going to be an issue. We're going to relegate it to this trellis, and we've got concrete driveway. I think we planted this in about September, and we're in middle of April right now. Didn't do much last year after the planting, but as soon as spring started this year, we've gotten a lot of growth. I'd say another month or 2, and the honeysuckle parts will probably be all filled in and look like a fence. The clematis has got a ways to go, but it did start blooming beautifully. Clematis, which is in our area a shade-loving, blooming vine that isn't invasive, and sometimes we have a hard time here because of summer heat in getting it to thrive. I think we're in a really good spot here just because we've got a little microclimate here that isn't going to be hot. A lot of light, some sun, but not a lot of hot afternoon sun. The only thing we'll have to do now and then, especially on the honeysuckle, is just trim it so that it doesn't come over into the driveway areas too much, but it should be very self-sustaining. Honeysuckle grows fast and clematis grows slow, and I think we got them all to grow at a good rate for their respective tendencies. We planted them with our blend, which is Optimized, Maximized, Nourished Biosol. We used a lot of it. I've made about 3 applications of Penetrate Liquid Biotiller. We do have some kind of heavy clayish soil, but I wouldn't use the Penetrate just for that. I would use it as a way of speeding growth and keeping these as healthy as possible so that we can get a lot of spring growth. We planted this about 6 months ago. Our key to quick growth was planting late fall last year. We fed the soil and we fed the plant, and so when spring came, they took off growing, and then we watered them properly, and that's a pretty good formula for getting any plant or tree to grow quickly. This one you can see is all the way to the top and starting to twine around, which is great for clematis. That's pretty hard to do that fast. All of these 3 vines will twine in and out of the cattle fencing by themselves. We don't have to prompt it, but if you're trying to speed it up and you have a little bit of time, you can get the longest runners and put them in there, and I've done that here and there a couple of times. There's a whole list of other vines that could work, but in this case, they need to be able to tolerate shade, which we have a lot of on this side yard. Most vines, like climbing roses, which we did a video on those, grow fast in sun. If you give them a lot of shade, that'll really slow them down in terms of their development. Something like star jasmine would work here. That'd be a nice evergreen vine. Standard things like ivy would work, but it's, kind of boring and not interesting. Plus, ivy will stick to the wall without the trellis. I wanted to plant something where I needed the trellis. So without a major expense and just 6 months in time, we're starting to screen and create some privacy here from neighbors. If you have learned something and find these videos interesting, please like this one and subscribe. I keep saying we need to get to 50,000, but I guess it's more accurate to say we need to get to 40,000 first. And we're getting closer to that, so maybe you can help Chip and I. And if you have a question, leave a comment below.